there are definitely opportunities for people out there. And in fact, I was talking around my team here, like that I'm part of at Fonterra, and there are something like 5 of us that all went through broadcasting school. So what does that tell you? So there are alumni everywhere, and yeah, it's a really good base to start from, broadcasting school, because it teaches you practical skills. I was having that discussion with one of my colleagues here, and she and I both went to university first and did a Bachelor of Arts, and then went to broadcasting school afterwards. And it does depend on your learning style, but for both of us, we agreed that broadcasting school was where we felt way more comfortable in terms of more practical on hands-on sort of learning. And when it came to going into the workplace, it was really useful.
Do you think there are opportunities for students going directly from, say, B school directly into roles like that? Or do you think it's important that they do time in a traditional news environment first, or is that outdated thinking?
No, I think both column A and column B. There are interns, I believe, at Fonterra who come from university and learn kind of the basics of communications and things here. It sort of depends. I've got my role specifically because I have knowledge of the news world, and I've managed teams and subbed stories and that side of things. But there are communications people here for whom that's all they've done. So both.
We're off campus. The whole school's been off campus for the last 6-7 weeks. So you can imagine what that's been like, delivering offline, or online, I should say.
Oh, no,
not easy.
I don't envy any of the tertiary institutions right now, or any of the schools, actually. It would be really difficult.
Well, we're back on the 29th of June. Everyone's coming back. So we want to sort of inspire and hopefully energise what I think are probably a cohort of students who are a bit despondent at the moment, looking at what's happening in the media and wondering about their futures. And I think, knowing that those opportunities are out there, I think it's going to be quite hard for 6 or 12 months, but hopefully we'll get back to normal reasonably quickly.
Well, I'll tell you what I've learned from 17 years in news is that when we went to broadcasting school, we were learning then about how news is dead and the internet is going to take over. Okay, so 17 years later, we're still saying that, and I don't think. I mean, from radio, we all thought that when TV came in, the radio would be dead, right? It doesn't. Nothing ever dies. It morphs, is what I always say. And I have been through several rounds of redundancies at TVNZ, at Al Jazeera, all sorts of things. And every time that happens, they do a restructure, they completely pare back, and then they realise, oh crap, we've taken a few too many people out. And then they kind of build more people back in again. So look, it's riding the wave. And the way I've survived all the way through it, and a lot of the 17 years I have spent in news has been as a freelancer, as a contractor. The only way to survive that is to be versatile, and that's to learn everything and do every different job. So I didn't just stick to being a reporter. I learned how to edit. I learned how to be a producer. I learned how to do all those different things. So I think that's the biggest takeaway that I have. It's just to be versatile and to not worry about the current scenario that we're in. It'll come back. We always need news.